So, to everyone who's watching, hi, I'm Deepthi Balasubramanian. I'm a Gold Microsoft Student Ambassador based in Chennai. I'm presently doing a software development internship in Bangalore with Honeywell. And I'm also an AWS AI and ML scholar and final year computer science engineering student. So glad to be here and looking forward.
Perfect. How's Bangalore treating you, Deepthi? Is there a lot of cultural shift from Chennai to Bangalore? How are you managing your life now in a
Yeah.
new city?
Initially, it was difficult. So it's been exactly 2 months since I moved to this city, and in the beginning I was really missing home and visiting college, meeting my friends. But with the new place comes new experience, and I really cherish it at this moment.
So you're now used to Bangalore traffic, is it?
Yes. We have to get used to it.
Yeah, perfect. So which college are you from?
I'm from Vellore Institute of Technology.
VIT, VIT, yeah. And 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 uh, and what are your majors in that sense? You're a
So
CSC
I'm
student.
pursuing a computer science engineering core. So it pretty much covers all the emerging technologies like AI and ML in the electives. So yeah.
Perfect. And how's been your MLSA journey? How did you crack MLSA? What made you
Wow.
choose MLSA as one of your maybe go to life landmark in that sense?
Sure. So I would like to go back to the first year of my college. So that was when I enrolled into the computer science major with no background in computer science. So I had exposure to computers. I grew up with a laptop, mostly playing games and watching movies. And at that moment, I didn't realize how much of a value it will bring in the future to me. So when I enrolled in a CSE major in my university, it was the time when we were going through the period of COVID. So our first 2 semesters happened in an online mode. And I still remember the first class that I took, which was Python. And it was a 120 people class. And the first question was, how many of you are new to programming? You wouldn't believe, but I was the only one who raised the hand that day. And I I got this fear of missing out on everything because a lot of them who completed their 11th and 12th grade in a CSE related stream uh, were in the same class as I was. So I was trying to find ways in which I can get into the track and be in par with my peers. So the first thing that I saw in my college was that we have technical clubs, and the thing that caught my attention was the Microsoft Innovations Club, which was run by the Beta MLSAs who were my seniors. And I gave my interviews. I initially joined in a non tech department, but on my day one in the club, one of my seniors, who was a beta MLSA, introduced me to the Microsoft Student Ambassador program. So I got to know more about it, and it took me a while to prepare myself and gain the confidence to apply for the program. So right now, anyone can apply for the MLSA program. There's a registration based approach that is going on right now. But when I applied, it was around August in 2022. We had to apply, answer a series of questions, which included both text based and video questions. And I was able to get in with my first attempt. And I got accepted on 19th October of 2022, and that really transformed my life. So looking back at my university journey, the MLSA program still plays a major role in terms of how I am in a technical aspect, as well as how much of professional development I was able to gain through it. So, to anyone who wants to apply to the MLSA program now, you can just go to the MLSA, the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador site, uh, create a profile, and register yourself.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I you remember the dates, and that's so important and beautiful. Uh, and you. I think briefly touched upon this aspect of you being at your college as part of MLSA. How
Mhm.
much role do you think? Okay, let me rephrase. Do you think the young students who are entering into engineering colleges should align themselves with technical clubs, or part of programs such as MLSAs and others? And how can these, or how do these programs add to their learning and skill sets? If you could touch upon this.
Thanks for asking this question. So, to answer this again, I want to align it with the experience that I was able to gain. So, when I entered my college, my mindset was that I am lagging behind everyone who is in the class with me, and I want to do something to put myself forward. That was the initial stage or the mindset I was as a 17-year-old. But for every student, whether they enroll in a technical major or even other courses such as science or arts, being part of technical clubs really adds value because uh, we get to interact and meet with seniors or even our peers who are experienced in certain aspects. And we get to interact with them in a non classroom environment, so that makes it really a friendly place where you can share your thoughts, ask your questions, learn from their experiences, and also share what you know with others. So, being a part of any club for this matter will truly improve our personal development, like the way we talk, the way we communicate. It will really help in building confidence and also knowing how to uh, navigate in a particular domain to reach where you want to be. And to anyone, whether you're a fresher, you're a sophomore, or even a senior in the college, being part of a tech club really adds value because you get exposed to real life projects and you can implement from end to end by working in a team. So that really uh, adds value to your profile.
Right, and like specifically uh, for students in college academia, or in any other academia, do you think participating in, and so one of the things that typically a lot of these clubs do is to put together these learning sessions, these hackathons, etc. How much, and I'm taking this liberty of asking you, did you participate in these hackathons while you were in the academic institutions? How how did you fare, and do you think participating in hackathons and other boot camps and training sessions and putting together meetups, etc., also adds a lot of value to a software engineer as they go along?
Definitely. So, my first hackathon that I participated was in the first year, organized by one of the chapters called IEEE. So, it really gives you the confidence and a reason to, and also a timeline in which you have to complete a task. So whether it's a small project or a big one, it does not matter. All that matters is that within a given time frame you were able to put that effort, your thought process, gain new skills to solve a problem statement. So taking part in hackathons, participating in meetups, and also attending all these hands on workshops really gives you the knowledge, the confidence, or even if not at a large scale, you'll get the idea of what you will learn when you choose a domain related to that. So, as a Microsoft student ambassador, I had the opportunity to partner with my friends, my seniors, and also fellow MLSAs in organizing many technical workshops. So when we had participants, most of them were freshers when we were organizing in our college, but the amount of enthusiasm that they exhibit really motivates us to provide more such sessions to them. So as freshers, from my perspective, when I was a fresher, I did not have much knowledge nor the confidence to exhibit uh, what I know. So, participating in these events gave me the opportunity to at least spend that time, or if it's a 24-hour hackathon, I'll spend that 24 hours to learn, to implement what I learn, and go back from that event with a project in hand. Whether it's complete or not, the experience that you gain by participating really adds to your confidence, and it could be the first step for you to succeed in the field of tech. I hope that answers the question.
Absolutely, it does. Deepthi, now that you're working, you would be, and you have a career ahead of you now. Uh, in last 3 years, you said 2022 is when you started. 2020, we are on
21.
2025. 21,
21
4 years.
was my university, yes.
4 years, lot of things have changed, especially the, let's say, onslaught of artificial intelligence. There is a perpetual fear in and we end up meeting a lot of these year one students. There's a perpetual fear of the artificial intelligence and its impact on job markets. uh, did you of course, while you were back in your year one, AI had would have just started making inroads. Do you think the fear is real, or is it very uh, uh, perceptionally driven at this moment? And B, if it is real, what are your key to three mantras that young students should do in their year one?
Sure. So, firstly, yes, to answer your question, there is a fear that artificial intelligence can replace roles such as being a software developer, because most of us depend on LLMs to write our code, even when we were at university or even for a small task. So, my point of view is that yes, definitely artificial intelligence is going to flourish in the upcoming years as it does right now, but we can work along and uh, use tools that utilize artificial intelligence to leverage the work that we do, in the sense that uh, we 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 don't have to fear that artificial intelligence will replace work, at least in the near future, but we have to make sure that we are well versed in how we learn to utilize artificial intelligence for our day to day tasks. So from the perspective of a developer, everyone has to have knowledge of how to utilize artificial intelligence more effectively in their work. So, for example, now that agentic AI is booming, and it necessitates us to learn how we can customize the use of AI, uh, and think of it as our co-pilot in the work that we do to solve specific problems with respect to any industry. So, the three mantras that I would suggest is that first, do not fear, be confident, and understand how artificial intelligence operates. The second one is that equip yourself with the knowledge and tools that will enable you to use AI, or, in the sense, utilize AI more effectively in any venture that you want to do. And third is network. Talk with people from the industry, talk with people across industries to understand how their pain points or something that they are not able to solve with artificial intelligence, or any task that they are doing day to day which is repetitive and needs the use of artificial intelligence to uh, speed up their process or automate it. So if you're choosing a stream as a fresher, getting idea by talking and networking with people across industries or with specific departments can give you the idea of what type of major you want to pursue and the journey you want to take. So I think we don't have to fear of AI, but make sure that you know how to use AI and make it your friend.
Yeah, I think yeah. No, the and I absolutely agree. The fear is real. However, uh, if tackled smartly and nicely, then all of us can overcome this. There would be more job opportunities that would open up. So yeah. Uh, my last question is, Deepthi, like for an example, I get inspired by, let's say, reading books of entrepreneurs, books of watching movies like The Founder, The Intern, etc., etc. The ones that typically inspire me. What is there a rule book or a playbook that you have that, whenever you feel, let's say, down, or you want a direction in life or in career, are there things that you do to inspire yourself?
Definitely. So I have had role models, but over the last 3 4 years, all that I've been looking forward when I feel low is the amount of effort that I had put into something over the previous years. So if at a point I feel low and I think I can't proceed with something, I will just look back at the amount of effort, the amount of sacrifice, uh, the amount of excitement that I had before beginning this journey. So that really inspires me to not give up. And as a Microsoft student ambassador, our goal has always been to use technology to improve the lives of others by being a force of good. So I make sure that in every work that I do, I'm able to help at least a couple of them in even if it's a small task. I just want to make sure that what work I do impacts the world. So that is a motivating factor that keeps driving me to do better and learn better and also give back to the community in whichever way possible. Okay.
Sorry. Do you still go to a lot of these community meetups that typically happen in Bangalore? How do you do a lot of these talks to inspire youngsters? How can young listeners who want to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
Okay. So yes, I still attend a lot of tech meetups. There's one coming up this weekend too, organized by the Microsoft community. So not only this, whether you are a good speaker, you have to be a good listener as much as you speak. So there's always a lot to learn from others. There are a lot of leaders that still inspire me to do better. For example, some MVPs, my fellow MLSAs, even my professors, my peers, or even the attendees or the participants who I get to talk after my events. So all these sessions can be easily uh, attended or even organized. So it doesn't have to be a meetup or an event that we do at a large scale, like having 200 people to 500 people. So we can begin small. Just talk to your friends. Even if your friend circle is small, like 5 people, just sit together around a table, have some chat with some snacks. So share ideas, get inspired by what they really like, what you want to do, learn from their experiences. So even if you're able to share your thoughts clearly, that's a first successful step. So once you're confident and you know what you want to share with the community and also learn from them, you we will be easily able to organize these sessions, choose specific topics for discussion. And for example, if I am delivering a session, it does not mean that I want to share what I know. When I meet people, I really want to learn from them as much as I am able to speak. So every time when an event is complete, whether I'm the organizer or the participant, we go back with a lot of knowledge that we really know and a bag full of inspiration that we gain from our peers.
Yeah, no, absolutely makes a lot of sense. uh, uh, any parting thought that you have for the youngsters to one so let me ask it maybe more straighter. And this came from came from our conversation for about 20 minutes. uh, and you communicate brilliantly. A lot of these engineers that or youngsters that we end up meeting cannot communicate. How important is to communicate well for an engineer also to land up a job opportunity? Did you feel the importance of how well you can communicate, and what steps, if what steps did you take to communicate so brilliantly that as you do?
Okay, so back, I'm not sure how much I can relate to this because back from my school days, I really enjoyed doing activities like anchoring or doing stage performances. So it was a rare case, uh, considering what I have been through, saying that I had stage fear or fear of communicating my thoughts. But for anyone in the tech domain, especially engineering, as much as we focus on innovation, communication is really important. So, as an engineer, it's really crucial to share your ideas clearly with anyone, be it your manager, your project team members, or anyone that you meet. Sharing your ideas clearly is really important so that exchange of ideas take place and you know uh, what you want to achieve out of a conversation. So I'm not sure this answers the question, but uh,
Yeah, no. So you kind of touched upon it. So what you, and if I inferred it right, your art of communication training began at school. You've been participating in various, yeah. So, and I absolutely kind of relate to it. Even, and this is my last cent, even if someone has not participated in school in terms of brushing up their communication skills, you can start right away.
definitely.
You got to communicate it nicely, because with more job uh, roles getting uh, mixed up with other various roles. Engineers are no longer only being looked at to code. Engineers are also are being looked at to handle client queries and so on and so forth. And therefore, communication would become an important tool. Even communicating it internally amongst the team members would be as important as it can get.
Sure.
That's my part.
Communication is the reason that I was able to get most of my first opportunities. So, when I was new to college, I didn't know what to do. I reached out to one of my seniors in the Microsoft club. I reached out to them. I was able to communicate that I really wanted to learn, and that gave me my first opportunity in the tech club. I I was able to speak confidently, exhibit that I will do my role well, and that was the reason I got into the MLSA program. I communicated well again, and I reached out to people on LinkedIn that helped me get my first internship. So communication skill is really crucial. So even if you're not uh, if you're not sure that your level of technical expertise is to the par for a given opportunity, communicating well will uh, give people the first impression of your confidence and that you're capable of doing what you say.
No, absolutely. I think you communicated nicely. You communicated it beautifully. Thank you so much, Deepthi, for your time. We look forward to seeing you go places and look forward to kind of hosting you at our events very soon. Thank you so much.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much again for having me here. I had a great time sharing, interacting, and I really hope that this session acts as a motivating factor for someone to navigate the tech journey fearlessly with more confidence. And one last thing that I want to share before we wrap up is that do not fear. There's always a first step that you'll have to take. So, better late than never, and it's never late to start your journey in tech. So, be inspired and keep inspiring others. And thanks again.
Awesome. Thank you for inspiring me today, Deepthi, and I hope you inspire a lot of youngsters. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rohit. Have a great day.